Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. I'm 915 straight, and all my niggas too. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Kocheki was thinking I'd be a scientist. I chose the court, that's why I learned it was all in the wrist. I put the ball down, then I picked up the whisk and started whipping it good like I was Uncle Rick. All I know is swish, my nigga, all I know is swish. I don't shoot 'em, but I sure know how I can press a brick. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. I'm 915 straight, and all my niggas too. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Kocheki was thinking I'd be a scientist. I chose the court, that's why I learned it was all in the wrist. I put the ball down, then I picked up the whisk and started whipping it good like I was Uncle Rick. All I know is swish, my nigga, all I know is swish. I don't shoot 'em, but I sure know how I can press a brick. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. I'm 915 straight, and all my niggas too. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Kocheki was thinking I'd be a scientist. I chose the court, that's why I learned it was all in the wrist. I put the ball down, then I picked up the whisk and started whipping it good like I was Uncle Rick. All I know is swish, my nigga, all I know is swish. I don't shoot 'em, but I sure know how I can press a brick. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. I'm 915 straight, and all my niggas too. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Kocheki was thinking I'd be a scientist. I chose the court, that's why I learned it was all in the wrist. I put the ball down, then I picked up the whisk and started whipping it good like I was Uncle Rick. All I know is swish, my nigga, all I know is swish. I don't shoot 'em, but I sure know how I can press a brick. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. I'm 915 straight, and all my niggas too. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Kocheki was thinking I'd be a scientist. I chose the court, that's why I learned it was all in the wrist. I put the ball down, then I picked up the whisk and started whipping it good like I was Uncle Rick. All I know is swish, my nigga, all I know is swish. I don't shoot 'em, but I sure know how I can press a brick. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. I'm not fit.
Where on the coaching staff you want to start. Whichever role. Now for the fun part. Here you'll create a coach of your own or select an existing one. If your plan is to create a custom coach, you can. Congratulations. It's time to sign.
I search whatever. Yeah, nah, I'll put my camera up next week. I'll put it all together, get it right, and then I'll put my camera up. I'll put all that shit.
Oh, that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope.
Y'all both got white helmets. Y'all wear black. Black helmets. Oh yeah, no, I wore black. Let's see, I wear white. Should have switched my helmet.
Position. Stepping back, it's Hawkins. Working that left side now. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The short hand, it's Ferguson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The kick is on its way. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they put it in play. Shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It's Harper. Now he's going to break the pocket. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be set down back at the 43.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab, it's Singleton. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Run the gun. The running back has it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it! How about the Zimnis Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. He's got the tight end.
They played me.
A great catch and run for 6.
They made me go for some stupid dive, bro. That shit is crazy. Yeah, I went for a regular tackle and they made me do some like dive shit.
Where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Put his fucking head down like a dummy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium. A place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. That's caught. It's Davis. And the defense had that one.
Why they keep letting the dudes take it away from people now?
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't
It
worry,
wasn't even
they're
meant for
gonna
him.
go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Harper. Snagged out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Hands it off on the counter. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. toss. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He wants to throw it. Under fire. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big 1st down.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Harper. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. It's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yo, this new shit with the whole them niggas dropping open passes is horrible in this game, bro. It's brand new. They just started doing it.
If they're going to score more points in the second
Like, the shit is
half,
horrible.
make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make
Not
up
dropping
some
that
of
ball.
lost ground on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Fires to the right. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Harper. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in.
passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Extra point here will tie the game. Oh, they blocked it. He picks it up. That's a line ball. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. He smashes his way through again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Rides the back on the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. He's got it on the outside. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some.
Man, they ain't calling no pass interference. My guy ran your guy into the middle of the field. This shit is glitched up.
Maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Mustangs have it with a first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Fires on the move. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working. Using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
And back to the air on second down. No other words. That was just a terrible throw.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Got a man, it's Ferguson. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. This time he's got his man. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
And the Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Moving away from pressure. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they're able to get him on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Down the left side. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It is perfect. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 3rd. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mustangs will put it away to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Davis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. It's a draw. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Scanning the field, it's Harper. Trying to set up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Nelson. Hard running there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. guys are going for two. Looking for a man. It's Harper. Finds his big tight end. He gets it into the end zone for the two, and they extend the lead to 4.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Davis.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Harper. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Ferguson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. There we go. Touchdown, SMU. Great job by the back on the option. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad one to shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Harper. Gets it out fast. And a good job in focus there. Stop it after
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes
That
are in
shit's
the zone,
crazy.
Understanding
This game,
how to
yo.
get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers
He was already on the fucking ground.
And see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the right side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Rides to the back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Harper. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the way, but no flags. It was thrown down.
Not receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. They'll immediately call timeout. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
Let's get right to it. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 17 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Grabs it in the middle. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Singleton. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain. Yeah.
And the Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Right on the money. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here it's a 57-yard attempt. Wants to throw, it's Hawkins. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Power football with the run.
And they try to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Harper. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Nelson. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a hit. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a man on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
To throw, it's Hawkins. Slings it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the 4th quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Singleton. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football 4th down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Good game.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked.
Yeah, I thought
really
we
good. And I tell you
paid
what,
for it.
getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat
That
the
sophomore
teams
special,
ranked above,
man.
Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Baldwin.
I think good teams find ways to win games,
That's a
especially in a
nice
game
ball.
like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese
Yeah.
Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah. We on Texas Tech side. Put that freshman kid back in. Yeah. All I got is Memphis, Arkansas State. Nah, he dropped them. A lot of drop balls. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what Georgia Tech got, but usually they got some fast guys.
So I know.
Yeah, it's gonna get spooky. Oh,
Top
Yeah, I
down
think
and
he-
the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do. Top down and the winner, that's how winners. Top down and the winner, that's how winners do.
yeah, I'm about to fix this channel up. Something crazy. Yeah. I know you got an iPad in the house, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then so I'll just come through and I'll put the site up. No, I'll put everything. I can just transfer what I got, email it to you, and then just put it right up on the thing, and it'll go right to. It'll be the same icons I got and all that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna set roll up tonight and call when you get off work. Shit, Tuesday. He should be getting off soon. Should be getting off soon. Yeah, he been balling. You know what I realized with them? Yo, he wanted to play with stars, right? Look, he wanted to play with stars coming from Toronto, where he carried everything, and it was the whole workload shit. Kawhi was stunk with PG, and he stunk with James Harden. Nigga get by yourself, look at him. So they can't say nothing about the era in the 90s. The stars knew. We all can't click up together, bro. Because there's a lot of my game I got to sacrifice just for you to be here. And we ain't guaranteed no championship. It was different. Golden State was going to go there with they would have lost to LeBron and them, but they was going to go to the finals with or without KD. I mean, they proved that after winning it without him. So, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I don't know. I could see why LeBron did it. LeBron did it because Cleveland wasn't gonna get the stars that he needed to beat the trio of the Celtics. 'Cause that trio was nasty, and then you add in Rondo was becoming an all-star. You know what I mean? That's a lot for him to beat with that team in Cleveland that he had. No, he had to go click up. He had nobody, so he had. He had to do that. Durant didn't have to do that. Durant could have stayed where he was at. Yeah, that just showed he didn't want to play with Russ. That's all that. That's all that was about. That was I don't want to play with Russ.
Yeah.
I mean, cause I don't see. You know what I mean? Because they got something for James Harden when he left. The team was actually better. James Harden with them and James Harden it was nasty, but you can see the coach didn't know what to do when he had James Harden and Westbrook on the floor. Because James Harden kind of took over the point guard role, and Westbrook became the off guard. And he became more of a shooting guard, but he's not. But he was gunning. You feel what I'm saying? And it was like James was a better scorer, but now he's trying to facilitate because the only time he really get his shot off is when them niggas is on the bench. Or really when Russell's on the bench. He can get his off with KD. He just couldn't get his off with Russell. That's why it didn't work in Houston. Same thing. At that point, I'm the man. I got the ball in my hands, and I'm taking the shots though. I ain't gonna pass it to you. And Russell, he getting the ball off the rim, and he trying to go full speed. If you ain't gonna pass to me, I'll get my own shit off. You know what I mean? But that's why they froze out their games. They stole James Harden's game and then froze out Russell's game. That's the reason why they won't let. I mean, Ja Morant making dumb decisions, but that's the reason why they don't praise Ja like they should. Because Ja's game is Russell's game. He's just a better shooter. Yeah, but he a better shooter than Russell. That's all I'm saying. He a better shooter than Russell. But it's the same. It's the same game. It's the same ball game. Get it off the rim. If you watched him in college, he looked like Russell Westbrook, and I can out jump everybody. I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to the hole. I'm on my Dwayne Wade shit. I'm going to the hole. I'm on my Russell shit. I'm going to the hole, two-handed dunk. You know what I mean? If you open and they can stop me, I'm giving you the ball. I don't know. They're gonna try to play Russ, man. When he retired, they're gonna play him. They ain't gonna make Russ a first ballot Hall of Famer. They're gonna put somebody in with championships first. got games left. Pinky got game. Iowa. He got TCU in Missouri. He got Kansas State and Texas A&M. Him and Kamisi. He got Rutgers and Boston College. Him and JR. He got all his games. He got all his games. And then JR got that, yeah, he got that Clemson, Georgia Tech. Oh yeah, and then, you know, KG got LSU versus Auburn. And Rowe got Oklahoma State versus Alabama. And JR got USC versus California. There's a lot of games out here. A lot of games out here. My games is up though, so I don't want to hear nobody's mouth. I don't hear nobody's mouth. Who Notre Dame lose to? Texas. Texas. Oh, Miss beat LSU. Yeah. Guys broke up, right? They hurt. Yeah, they hurt. I should have played my freshman running back more. I left my other boy. He was a yellow the whole game. That Texas Tech game, I lost my tackle. My defensive tackle that game we played. He out for the year. He tore his pectoral muscle. He the #1 tackle in the nation. Okay, shit, he gone. A year, he done. 35 weeks. He done. He going to the draft. Next time people see him is at the combine, his pro day.
Right.
See if you want to play that joint when you get in. Go check out Oklahoma State. What you got on deck, Brad? I gotta get some of that. Yeah, I gotta get some of that. That's slow. Oh shit. I forgot to look at their defense. Let me see.
Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. I'm 9-15 straight, and all my niggas too. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Koteki was thinking I'd be a scientist. I chose the court, that's why I learned it was all in the wrist. I put the ball down, then I picked up the whisk and started whipping it good like I was Uncle Rick. All I know is swish, my nigga, all I know is swish. I don't shoot him, but I sure know how to compress a brick. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner, that's how winners do. Top down in the winner.